It's a different kind of grief that you're dealing with, because it comes with so many other factors, you know, the guilt, the what if.
Well, by the time you wake up tomorrow, believe it or not, another person here in Michigan will likely have taken their own life. On average, a person in our state dies from suicide every 7 hours. And when they do, the devastation not just felt by their loved ones, but it can also leave others in the community who they've never even met struggling to make some sense of it.
Tonight, we are exploring what could lead a mother to commit suicide, leaving behind her kids and family, and what some women in West Michigan are now doing to try to stop the tide.
Last spring, a couple moms in our community committed suicide, and I have struggled in my own life with anxiety and depression. It is almost triggering for other women who are struggling. You hear about that and you think, oh, that's an option.
Days are busy for Megan Voss as a mother of 6 and a longtime blogger. She knows finding a healthy balance can be overwhelming for so many.
As women, we've created sort of this world in which we need to have everything put together.
Online is where Megan pushes back on that idea of perfection. This summer, she published a blog about moms committing suicide that really resonated with other women in West Michigan.
If this is what's going to be like forever and there were an easy way out with no repercussions, it would make me think for a minute. I'm not alone in that. There are women all over the place who are feeling the same thing.
Andrea Forsyth is also a mom living on the other side of the issue.
My mom was spectacular.
Adjusting to a new normal without her mother, who committed suicide this past April.
Her life on paper was perfect, but her mental illness it took over.
Andrea says she was hijacked by depression.
She just became a total shadow of her former self,
sending her downhill over the past decade.
She left one note that just said, "I am so sorry."
They don't want to hurt their family, but I think that they are so far down that they feel like the best thing for their family is to live without them and not be a burden.
Vonnie Woodrick created I Understand after her husband took his life. The nonprofit works to support those affected by suicide and mental illness.
Every 40 seconds in the United States, we lose someone to suicide. We believe that suicide isn't a choice. It is a side effect of an illness.
Although it's tough to track the true number of suicide cases due to stigma, we know middle-aged women have had the largest jump in suicide rates, 63% since 1999. And according to the CDC, more than half of the people who died by suicide had no known mental health condition.
It's stress, and being vulnerable to stress is one of the could be one of the reasons why this is happening. And this stress can be wanting to be that perfect mother.
Dr. Madhavi Nargala works with Pine Rest in Michigan, helping women struggling with mental health, including postpartum depression.
The risk factors definitely are considered to be women who are young, women who are unemployed, women who have any other financial stressors, but obviously the first and foremost is going to be any psychiatric history in the past. Even when we are assessing for risk factors, motherhood is considered to be a protective factor in general.
That's not surprising, considering the challenges that come along with being a mom, juggling the kids with chores and other commitments, all while keeping up appearances on social media.
What goes on in your head is very remote from what is going on in your life often.
That's why Megan titled her blog Mayday, a wake-up call that something needs to change, writing about the idea of using the term as a safe word, a signal that you're in distress.
It became really important for me to speak up and to offer another way.
Whether you notice someone struggling or are feeling overwhelmed yourself, Megan says finding help could be as simple as reaching out to talk to someone or even just sending that simple one-word text.
If you're in such a dark place that you feel like you can't go on anymore, then you send this word and we will come. It's okay to not have it all together.
Do not be afraid to ask for help. It is actually a sign of strength.
If you or someone you know needs help, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 24 hours a day. That number is 1-800-273-TALK, which is 8255. Or you can even text GO to 741-741. For more information and resources, just look for this story on our website and our mobile news app.
Staggering statistics. Still to come tonight, a group of horses seized from a trainer getting some much needed care.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, it's stressful.
The challenges they are facing and how you can get involved in their rehabilitation.